forgot to do a cool intro. You know, forgot to get some cool shots of me loading up the trailer. You know, I'm trying to make these YouTube videos better. You know, cool intros with, you know, loading up the trailer with some angles and some cool shots maybe, but I forgot. Damn it. Anyways, we're going to pick up the next project, flip, whatever you want to call it. And by the title, you already know we're getting back to our roots. It's a 99 Mustang Cobra. So I've owned probably 6, 7, 8, probably 8, 03, 04 Cobras. But I've never owned a 99 or 2001. You know, obviously, Mustang guys know they didn't really make the Cobra in the year 2000, unless it's a 2000 Cobra R, and those are big bucks. They're sweet. But this one's a 99. It's got a Kenne belt supercharger on it. It's black, coupe, 5-speed. I don't really know much else about it, but with the way the current used car market is, it's a great deal. It is halfway clean and, you know, runs okay and isn't blown up, all of which are possible. So we're gonna go take a look at it and see if we can make a deal on it. We got the trailer, we got our cash. We're good to go. Car's actually, you know, from what I can see, pretty clean. You know, a couple scuffs here and there, but I think most of it will buff out. We are 2 hours north, basically in the woods of Maine right now, so currently climbing a mountain. The roads are absolutely horrendous. I thought that my spine was going to fall out of my body on the way here, so I'm actually hoping that with a load in the back, it will ride a little bit better, but yeah, getting dark, so we'll go over the car probably tomorrow in the daylight, but let's get this thing home. I'm pretty happy with what I paid, pretty happy with the condition of the car. It drives awesome, so let's get it home and we'll check it out there. We in the middle of nowhere. Love it. Hey. What do you think of the new Cobra? You like the new Cobra? That's a yes. Well, I made it back last night. It was pretty late and it was dark, so I couldn't really show you guys, but voila. In all her glory, 99 Mustang Cobra. Very coveted amber taillights. Excellent shape. Car's pretty clean all around. It's got a couple scuffs here and there that may or may not buff out. Mostly stock. Tan interior. 5-speed, as all 99 Cobras came from the factory. And what do we got there? Just got a little surprise under the hood for you guys. But yeah, let's get this thing off the trailer, get it in the garage, or at least down on the, you know, asphalt here, and I'll get you guys a better look at it. right, we got her off the trailer. You guys already kind of saw the outside, so boom. Here's the crown jewel. Big old Kenny Bell. I believe it's a stock motor other than the, or completely stock car other than the Kenny Bell, and the it has an off-road X-pipe. I have no idea what size this thing is. I'll probably have to do some more looking around, but I believe the kits they made for these cars, it was like a 2.1 liter or something like that. Yeah, car runs and drives good. I drove it around last night. Everything works. The motor sounds super healthy. No issues that I can see there. He did message me the day that I was coming to pick it up to say that there was like an issue with the throttle cable or something, and the RPMs would kind of hang when you were driving it. And, you know, which I didn't think was a big deal. It's probably, I figured it was something with the throttle cable. It did seem kind of loose, but as I was just pulling it off the trailer right now, I noticed this. Hello. So basically, the mass airflow sensor is right here, and we have a massive vacuum leak after the mass airflow sensor, which could definitely cause the hanging idle and the check engine light we saw. So, haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna pop that back on, and I'm almost 100% positive this thing's gonna drive 100%. Again, I can't believe I didn't notice it last night when I was looking at the car. I was just walking around over there and kind of heard a vacuum leak noise, which you'll get with vacuum leaks. You can typically hear them, but yeah, super nice car. Like I said, I think it's gonna need, we'll make sure that's fixed, some minor cosmetics, and this thing will be good to go. Transmission shift's good. These 9901 Cobras, for those of you guys that don't know, desirable front bumper, only on 99s and 01s. And then obviously, like I said, the desirable amber tails. Also, the 99s specifically came with basically a GT interior. The 2001s came with nicer seats, but yeah, basically a GT interior with white face gauges and, you know, regular GT seats. The only other thing that would tell you it's a Cobra is the Cobra steering wheel. Other than that, basically a GT interior. But yeah, pretty clean car. Outside, gonna need some regular cosmetics that, you know, I normally do, buff the paint. Nice set of TSW wheels on it. Might put a set of black housing headlights in it, and I'll save these originals, but should be a pretty fun little project. But I think for now I got some other stuff to take care of. I'm gonna pull it in the garage, and then we'll get it washed up and start with the paint correction probably. All right, so we got that all tightened up. I also just noticed that this TPS sensor here is like completely broken off. I'm not sure if something got jammed in here somehow or another, but to fix this vacuum leak, might have to buy a new TPS sensor, but I'm guessing this thing's gonna drive a lot better already. Alright. See if this thing does have that hanging idle still. Oh yeah, it seems better. Let's give it a rev. Yep. It seems better. We'll take it for a drive. That's where I really noticed it last night when I was driving it. Cannot get these sunglasses to... Anyways. Yeah, but last night when I was taking it for a drive, between gears, the RPMs would really hang. So I fixed that vacuum leak. That TPS sensor that looks broken is still suspect. So let's take it for a drive and see if it's any better. All right. Guys, let me know if we're good over there. How's it look? Good? Okay. Here we go. All right, we'll see if the RPMs hang here. Yep. See that? Clutch is in right now. We're moving. That's really bad. If anyone was around me, it almost seemed like I don't know what I'm doing as far as driving a standard. I don't. Jesus. It lurches you into gear. All right, well, at least we know we fixed the vacuum leak, so that's good, especially if we're gonna be getting into boost. But I still think that TPS sensor is junk. It was basically, the harness was completely ripped off the plug, and we still have the check engine light, which is basically a TPS code. So I think we're gonna need to order a TPS sensor and clear that code, and then I think this thing will run perfect. But for now, you know, let's go on a little drive. Car drives awesome. You know, one finger on the wheel, goes through all the gears, AC works, everything works. Should be a pretty fun little car, but I have absolutely zero license plates, registration, insurance, or basically anything legal on this car right now, and I'm filming and driving with one hand. So I'm gonna loop this thing around, go back home, and we'll figure out what we want to do next. Pamphlet brochures you would have gotten, you know, 21, 22 years ago for the 2000 SVT Cobra, which technically doesn't even exist. So they must have released this in early or mid 1999 before they realized they were going to scrap the 2000 model year. Same thing with this brochure. Basically all 99 Cobra pictures. Yep, 99 Cobra pictures. That's crazy. So cool. Obviously, like I said before, they decided to completely scrap the 2000 model year, except for the Cobra R, which isn't even in here. This is awesome. Look at this. I love seeing stuff like this. This just keeps getting better. This guy cleared out the dealership when he was there. You have all these SVT calendars. Got the 93 Cobra, SVT Contour, the Lightning, 94 Cobra, 94 Cobra, 01 Cobra, Contour. And then even this is our local Boston Sunday Globe, dated June 3rd, 2001. Article they did on the 99 or 01 Cobra. So cool. I love this stuff. I also went through the rest of the receipts here. This is indeed a 2.1 liter Kenne Bell. I believe it's a 5 PSI non-intercooled kit. But yeah, I mean, documentation from oil changes and inspections, every single one from 2001 up till like 2017, it looks like. Receipts for everything, you know, memberships to Mustang clubs. It's cool buying cars and seeing, you know, the complete history. The guy has notes of when he was ordering the supercharger, which one he wanted to go with, like clear car enthusiast. So you love to see that stuff. Alrighty guys, been a couple days, but we are back in the Mustang. I can't remember if I said it in the last video, but you had that weird high idle thing. Fix that. This connector, the idle air valve controller thing, the connector was loose. Put that back in, sealed up the vacuum leak we had here. This is all set. But this thing has basically been sitting here in the garage for the past, you know, week or so. I've been traveling for work and whatnot, but it's time to give it a wash, get started on this, you know, cleanup, restoration process. Actually, this is a good angle to see. You know, the paint on the car is really nice, in my opinion. It's nice and straight, but obviously it needs a lot of correction. So, obviously the first step, let's give it a wash. And then I think we're gonna pull this front bumper off because I think I'm gonna repair it. This is the very coveted and somewhat rare 9901 Cobra front bumper. And as you can see, I think he said his buddy backed into it with a trailer hitch or something. So it's got a tear right there. And I think I'm gonna end up fixing that and repainting the front bumper. So let's get this thing washed, get it outside, get it washed, and then we'll get the front bumper off. Rev her up, comes right back down. Remember before it would hang, so got that issue resolved. Guys, next day here, got the car all cleaned up last night, so let's get right to work today, getting that front bumper off so we can get going on repairing that damage. Alrighty guys, got the bumper off the car, took the fog lights out, decided I'm also, you know, since we're going to be repairing this crack here, great time to also get rid of these awful front plate brackets that are on the car. So I think we're going to fill these 4 holes as well and, you know, make this bumper look absolutely perfect. Got some stress cracks around there. There wasn't really any other damage. Another really common area on these cars is these brackets tear. And these ones are perfect. No rips or, you know, any other real damage. Like I said, this is a super rare bumper. So we're gonna do our best to bring it back to where it needs to be and make it look nice again. You know, scuffs here and there. We'll try and take care of this as best we can and, you know, get it back on the car. So let's get sanding, fixing this crack, filling these holes, more sanding, priming, painting. Let's get it done. Alright guys, we got the bumper damage sanded, adhesion promoter applied, and the first coat of filler on there. So let's wait for that to dry up and sand it, see if we need to add any more, and if not, we'll get right into primer. Beautiful weather today. So we're still working on the bumper. We've sanded down all the body filler with 80 grit, 120 grit, and then smoothed everything out with 320 grit. So it's looking pretty smooth. So I just got the first coat of primer on there. So we're only priming the areas that we've repaired and may or may not have gotten down to bare plastic. So we're using obviously the special plastic primer. So we'll do a couple more coats of this. I already ordered the paint, so we're going to pick that up in a little bit, but obviously today we're not going to be painting anything since my booth is the outdoors. So I'm hoping to have this thing completely ready to go for tomorrow. So I'm going to put a couple more coats of primer on this, then we're going to wet sand the whole bumper with 600 grit, and we should be good to go. Alrighty guys. Bumper's just about ready for paint. We're just on our way home from the paint store. We got some Ford gloss black, color code UA, and some clear coat, and we're ready to spray tomorrow. Unfortunately, absolutely pouring, monsooning all day, so we're not going to be able to paint today, but in the morning I'm going to wet sand the front bumper, and then we'll be ready to spray this thing in. It should look really nice. But that's going to do it for this video. It's probably already a little too long, but yeah, stay tuned for the next video on this car. We'll paint the bumper, correct the paint, do a full detail, a couple little maintenance items, and then this thing will be done and we'll be able to drive it around. So that's going to do it for this one. Stay tuned for the next one. Thank you guys for watching.